Sergeant 1911 here, and welcome to today's video. First off, let's go thank our sponsor, Continental Computer, for helping us out with this. There will be a link down at the bottom for you guys. Please go check it out. Remember, Sergeant1911.com is coming. Not there yet. You know, it's hard to pay people to get them to do anything today, but we're coming. We're coming slow. It'll be SGT1911.com. We'll have Battle Rattle. I also want to thank D&W Outdoors. D&W Outdoors has been treating me right, and you know, we made a stop there yesterday. And before we get started on what we did there, let me make sure, guys, and ask you to subscribe. Man, we're moving up slowly, but we're moving consistently. Very excited about that. Subscribe to us, like us, click the little ringy dingy so you get notification whenever we get a new video up. And you know, I really appreciate all of you subscribers and all the viewers. Now let's go ahead and get into what we're talking about. Yesterday afternoon, stopped by D&W Outdoors, and I was fortunate enough to pick up one of the new Walther PDP pistols. Now this is, I believe, it's the Performance Duty pistol. We're going to open it up together and take a look at it. This thing comes in a nice little box. You know, see what we got. We have a lock. We got some different backstrap sizes, so we can actually change the size of the backstrap, make it fit the smaller hand, the larger hand, or whatever. We have a magazine, which looks like a loading device to help you load the magazine. But let's go to the getting. Pull out the plastic here, and here we have the Walther PDP. Performance Duty pistol. I'm going to go ahead and rack your slide back and get that chamber indicator out of there. There we go. Lock it back. See. You know, it's a good feeling handgun. These things come in 3 sizes. You've got a compact size, which is going to have like a 4-inch barrel, but the pistol grip's a little shorter. You got a full size, which is like a 4.5-inch barrel with a full size pistol grip, 18 rounds. This one here is what I got picked up, was the carry model. 4 inches of barrel and a full size pistol grip. And if you'll take a look, you can see at the bottom of my hand goes really good on the bottom of that pistol grip. Now, the compact model, which was a little bit smaller, if you'll notice this nice little round area here on the pistol grip, that just tucks your hand in there really nice. That was just a little too short with the compact model. If it hadn't had this curve on it, if it would have just been straight, it would have fit me quite nicely. But this little curve makes it to where my finger just didn't want to have a place to rest naturally, you know, like in a natural thing. So if you can see, I rolled it around, and you see where that little finger lays. On this compact, it laid out here on the end of that knot and just wasn't a natural. So I went with a little bit bigger, which this is the carry version. Now let's talk a little bit about it. It comes with an 18-round magazine, actually 2. It's got a nice magazine release here on the side. Got a nice contour pistol grip. It's rough. It's well formed. It fits the hand well. This thing is red dot sight ready. Now, one thing I do know about these, you know, there are different red dot sights. So what you can do once you buy one of these pistols, if you'll go to Walther's website and go there, you can go down to the bottom someplace and click and tell them which particular red dot sight you have, and they'll send you the mount for your red dot sight. So it ain't like you have to buy an additional thing. You just take this off, they'll send you yours for free, and you put it on. The sights on it, you know, you guys who follow me say, you know, no, I don't have any Glocks, but I was told these are Glock Sights. And what they are, they're just some white dot sights. If you can see, they're white dots. There's white in the front and white in the back. To me, that's neither here nor there. If I'm going to have a white dot, just put it on the white and not even worry about the back. But anyway, it does have white on the front and the back. Now, there's a couple of things that's kind of interesting about this pistol. The serrations on the front and the back are humongous. Look how deep these things are. These are really, let me roll it maybe so you can see just a little bit how deep these serrations and cuts are. Really, really deep. You know, that right there is something you can get your hand on without missing and scraping. Another thing is, and you know, that's kind of funny, this thing does, you know, like a lot of polymer pistols, there's no safety on this thing. But what's interesting is the slide lock. It has a slide lock on both sides of the weapon. And I'm going to lean over just a little bit and you can see there's a slide lock here. And then if I roll it around, there's another slide lock here. So you got ambidextrous slide lock on there, which is kind of interesting. And it's a long, narrow thing. So it's, you know, your thumb can slide way over or way back and still maintain a position where that slide lock will work. So that's kind of neat. One thing I do find out, and then I'm going to test it right now, is the trigger pull on this thing and see what this is. You guys know I get all excited about trigger pull. Let me clear that and make it ready. Let's see what we got. Ooh, that can't be right. Did I cock the weapon? And you're talking about nearly 10 pounds. Just clear it, make it ready. See, I'm not working the trigger right. Let's clear it again. Maybe my gauge. I've had trouble with this gauge. You guys have seen I've had trouble. And it's got this little trigger mechanism in there. There you go, 5 pounds. So we got a 5 pound trigger pull, which is pretty good for a polymer pistol like that. It does have a rail down at the bottom where you can attach your lights or lasers or whatever. I like it. I like it. I don't know how it's going to shoot. We're going to shoot it. One thing I do want to, I'm going to read this to you because, you know, anybody who's familiar with the Springfield XDs know that trigger looks very familiar, doesn't it? It's got the safety in there. I mean, it looks like a Springfield XD trigger. But I want to read something to you about the trigger on this pistol. Performance Duty Trigger is what it's called. The brand new PDT Performance Duty Trigger is Walther's new and improved trigger system, which has been achieved by shortening the length of travel, good thing, and increasing the, now here's what I want you to pay attention to, increasing the tactical definition of the trigger brake. Now what the hell is that? The tactical definition of the trigger brake. The incredible results is a highly distinct, recognizable feel for repeatable accuracy that will maximize your confidence. You've adjusted the travel on the trigger, hoorah! But you've increased the tactical whatever. I think we got some fine marketing there, whatever. Do we have a good trigger? Everyone knows that a revolver trigger, a 1911 trigger, they're far superior to polymer gun triggers. But if you have adjusted the length of pull, then you've accomplished something. So I think, you know, we're going to go outside, we're going to shoot it. I've seen a couple of good reviews about the pistol. I don't see why they wouldn't be good. I just noticed this. There's a little spot here on the back if you wanted to put a, what do you call it, a string where you hold the thing. So you can tie like a camera string so you can have lanyards, what I'm talking about. So it's got a lanyard thing on the back. But you know, I don't think anybody's going to do anything with that. But it does have a lanyard groove there for you want guys who want to attach it to your belt or something. But you know, well, feels good. We're going to see how it points. We're going to see how it fires. Let's go outside and see if it'll go bang, bang, bang. Okay, here we are outside. We're outside the hideout. We're gonna fire this up in a minute. This is a 9mm Walther PDP, pretty new pistol. I want to thank D&W for helping me out with it. We're gonna fire it up and load it up, and we're gonna shoot a few rounds to see how it feels. I want to remind you guys, go ahead and click subscribe. You can do it now. You don't have to wait till we're done. And let me load this thing up and take a few shots. that dry. I tell you what, you guys watched the first part of the video, you know I was trying to measure the trigger gauge in there and I had a little trouble with it. And then I measured it at right at 5 pounds, and man, I'm pleasantly surprised with this thing. This does not give in to a 5-pound trigger. It seems extremely light. I guess Walther's advertisement of the take-up really does improve it. It's impressive to shoot this little thing. I mean, you're talking about a handgun that you can get for $600 or less, brand new. So, you know, I think that's one that's a taker. It is a polymer gun, like I said. It feels like a polymer gun. Everything's about a polymer gun. Extremely light, low recoil, and a 9mm. Let's go ahead and shoot some more. The sights on the top of it are, you know, just white dot sights, but let's shoot a little bit more. This full magazine would help. Feels nice. I like the little pistol. Like I said, for something, you know, $600 or less. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna unload it for a second. A full magazine on this thing probably weighs more than the handgun itself does. I mean, when you load this magazine up, I'm gonna load it back up while we're standing here. When you load the magazine up, I am positive that the magazine weighs more than the handgun. So we're talking about a very lightweight handgun. This is the carry model, so it should be that we could conceal it pretty good with a proper holster. I carry strong arm or strong side outside the waistband. I always have. I wish I didn't have I wish I could carry appendix, but I can't. You know, this is extremely light handgun. It's just very, very light, and to have the recoil do what it does, I mean, that's really nice. You know, these things were originally made in Ulm, Germany. Now they're manufactured in Fort Smith, Arkansas. They are, of course, a German handgun design. One of the guys may or may not know, but Walther's really come along, as most European handgun makers. They've got the thumb safeties up here now. A lot of the older model Europeans, you had to have 2 hands to operate the thing. You had a little magazine release down at the bottom. Now we've got thumb release, just like we do any American made. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this magazine here. Trying to think, there's not a lot. It's pretty impressive for a polymer gun to be as inexpensive. You know, you can go get the FNs and the XDs and the Glocks and all, but Walther's not known for being, you know, they're a good handgun. They've been around for over 100 years, but in the polymer area, they're kind of new. There's a couple on like the PQP, I guess it was. It was a version before this. They're doing a pretty good job here. Let's load it up and finish it. Man, I hope you guys can see that. That's a good shooting little pistol. I don't think that I missed anything out there hardly, man. Maybe one time out of 18 or so. It's an impressive little gun. $600. You know, I would recommend this pistol. It looks like a feed ramp's been polished in it. For a personal defense weapon, I think that I could say, yes, I will feel confident carrying this weapon and protecting myself and my loved ones with it. So, you know, until we get a chance the next time, we'll wrap it up. And I just like to always say and always remind you guys, be sure and shoot safe, shoot straight, hooah.